Hi, my name is Sean Jackson. I'm currently a high school co-op student working under Respecting the Process Incorporated. I'm here today to talk to you about how to improve your marketing media. Within the past century, people have been able to develop this complex network where you can meet, work, buy, and sell to pretty much anyone on this earth. And as imagined, there are endless ways to expose you and your company to the world. With access to all these different choices and the ability to choose, how are you supposed to spread your message and provide your service? To spread our message, we advertise through marketing. We highlight our product in a service and present it in a visually pleasing manner. The job of the marketer is to highlight the benefits and usefulness of your product. Marketers have to be very flexible, using many different processes and techniques to send the same message across to the target audience. For example, like the ads on television or the pictures on billboards. One method that shows positive responses and a way we use to expand our knowledge is through journalism. Journalism is storytelling with a purpose, and through its development it has become the written symbol of democracy. It empowers people to make their own decisions, generate their now informed opinions, which is now encouraged as we have such a selection in items and different brands. This knowledge gained affects your various viewpoints, decision-making skills, and how you view certain political statements. Journalism is also used as a second voice or opinion to either side with or against people. We like to rely on experienced opinion. For example, buying a car. We look at the make and model of the car, not just the actual physical product, but the brand and the overall products they produce. As if one of the lines is made poorly, it is likely the others are as well. So I've just talked about what journalism is. Now it's important to know why journalism is so effective on a wide scale. One main requirement to turn an article or writing into a piece of journalism is having the people's side in the situation. The focus is to support the majority of people involved and to support the greater good. To ensure the reader that they are making the best decision, journalists are obligated to the truth, must make sure the facts they use are accurately recorded and analyzed. It's important to note that journalism strives from its core points and values they hold. If your points lack value, they then lose their significance, and without significance, it's an empty statement. So how can adding journalism to your company give it the edge it needs? Adding journalism or hiring a journalist for your company within the next decade will become the normal. The consumers want to know what your product is and why they should buy it. The job of the journalist is that why. It becomes that person's job to advise and tell consumers that there is a reason why your product is better than your competitors. Adding elements of journalism or experienced journalists to your platform or team can and will make the big difference in today's marketing world to tomorrow's success. So what is journalism marketing? In the business world, there's a term called content marketing, distributing valuable and relevant information with consistent content to attract and retain a clearly defined audience, and ultimately have those customers buy. Now the goal that we want to achieve is to have content journalism marketing. We want to create, connect, and convince our consumers that they are making a beneficial decision. This means creating articles and viewpoints that support our customers' needs and solve the problems that are creating a consumer. With the process of journalism marketing being beneficial to your company, you can now give that company a persona, the title to go by, and an overall theme of your company. Telling your story is highly encouraged, and all businesses should have their story told, according to Larry Smith, an adjunct associate professor of economics at the University of Waterloo. It's important to cast yourself in a good light, and if you want to know more about his view, visit the site below. As we have just reviewed, journalism is about being a fairground for news and storytelling, to give society the information to make conscious decisions. When you market a product or service, you want people to know how great that product or service really is. So adding that journalistic edge to your marketing will give people more knowledge to form an educated opinion on your product or service and eventually purchase it. And as we all know, knowledge is power. So we provide knowledge on your service, and your consumers will now have the power to purchase it. This is important as we now live in a time period where as a consumer you no longer only want to be impressed, but to be understood as a buyer. So what better way to meet this need than write about the shared experience of using the service? Because why wouldn't you trust someone who has had the same problem as you?